Hello everybody, and today I'm going to be showing all of you how to download Assetto Corsa mods, and that includes tracks, cars. I could show you how to install apps today too, and I'm going to also be showing you how to install and partly use Content Manager, and I'll explain more what that is. So the first thing you're going to want to do is go to Firefox. I already have it open. And you're going to want to go to a mod website. My favorite one for drift cars is AC Drifting Pro. I will have links in the description below of websites you can go to. So this website's pretty basic. This website runs with Content Manager, and they just updated it. This is still kind of a work in progress. I'm going to show you two ways how to do this: downloading through Content Manager and files. So I'm just going to pick a car that I have not gotten yet. So we can go to Cars. Sorry, my computer's very slow. And let's see, I'm going to go get the Ford Escort Drift and Tuned, because I hear it's a pretty fun car to drive. So after this loads, after it loads.
A few moments later.
Okay, so now we get to the car, Ford Escort Drift and Tuned. You have two options: install with Content Manager or download from Google Drive. So I'm going to open a tab here and a tab here. This will be the Google Drive. It's quite simple. Quite simple. We're going to click this. Technically what it's doing right now is it's checking for viruses, but out of all the mods I've ever gotten, they've never had viruses. Okay, this is something else. So what you're going to do is you're going to click download. It'll say can't scan for viruses sometimes it's just a big file. So you can go to download anyway. And while that is downloading, oh, that was fast. So while it's downloading in here, let's open up a file. Now this is very important because you don't want your cars getting all over the place and scattering, and it gets messy. So I'm going to call it AC Mods. Let's open this up. And now let's create a file. Tracks. And a file. Okay, now I've got tracks and cars. Now we're gonna go to cars. This is optional, you don't have to do this, but I like to do it so I can figure out where all the cars are. You could put your race, rally, time attack, anything you want, but I just like to put it in drift cars. So I've got this. Let's go back to our car. So make sure this is minimized. What you're gonna do is click on this download. You're gonna click on here. It'll show up all your downloads. Ford Escort. Put it in here. Close out. Cars. Drift cars. Now you don't have to do all the files again. That's just an optional thing. I'm gonna minimize this. You're gonna open this up, and you may need a file opener called 7-zip. Some cars do take that. Make sure that this is the car. Alrighty. So now this is kind of a complex step, but just follow along. I'll try to go slow. So next step, you're gonna go to here, computer, local disk. You're gonna go to program files. Then you're gonna find Steam.
Threat has been detected.
Sorry about that, I'm having problems. Yeah. Okay, you're gonna find, see I have sense it. You're gonna try to find Steam. To the wrong one. So program files 86. Here we go. Steam. Then you're gonna go to Steam Apps. Common. I think that's how you pronounce that. And you have some games on here. Now, these are games that have been downloaded on the game or on your computer. And you can open them all here. We're gonna go to Assetto Corsa. And this is where you can find all this, where you can get into the game. So I have this here, real head tilt motion. I will have that later on in the video. But for now, we're putting a car on, so go to Content. You have Cars, and this is Tracks. You're gonna go Cars. Just pull these both up, throw them in here. Make sure it's not on another car, otherwise it will put this car inside of another car, and it will start glitching and you will have problems. So make sure it's right in here. Give it some time to download. Another trick too to this, I can only do it when it's done loading, but if you just go to Content and you take the two cars and you drag it into the car's file, you don't have to go into the file. I'll show you for a second. You could just take the two cars and put them into here. It'll do the same exact thing. Now that that's done, we can close this down, get out of this. Now for Tracks, it is pretty much the same exact thing. But I'm going to show you so you all can understand. We're going to go to Tracks. After it's done loading, again.
Eternity later.
Okay. I'm gonna pick a track I haven't been on yet. Let's just do this one. It's almost winter, so I'm trying to look for all the snow tracks. Alright, here we go. So we're gonna go to download from Google Drive. Download. Okay, so it should pop up, save file. Okay. Now with some computers, or Firefox, mine just updated, so I'm not really happy about that. But what it'll do is sometimes it'll ask you where you want the folder to go, so you can always just do that. While this is downloading, I'm going to show you how to get to Content Manager. So you just go on a car and go on here. So go on here, install. Oh, oops. Sorry, wrong one. I'm going to go to Get Content Manager. So we're on here. It's really cool what you can do with this program. Sometimes it takes a lot of, when you get into this mode they have down here. For those with weak computers, I highly suggest not going there because mine crashed while doing that. You can go to download right here. You know, they have all these different things. So I'm going to click OK. Let that download. Now that our map is done, click File, drag it into here. Put it in Tracks, open it up. Let's minimize this so this is out of the way. So we're still on here. Remember, it's computer, local disk, program files, times 86, Steam, Steam Apps, Common, Assetto Corsa, Content. Now get our map. Make sure that you click here to make sure that it actually has everything, because sometimes they'll say track, maps, and then the actual track will be at the way bottom. So make sure you check that. Just click it, drag it to tracks. Alright. Double check to make sure it's on. I'm not very good at looking at this stuff. This is all organized alphabetically. Sorry.
Eventually.
Let's go back to Firefox. Alright, Content Manager is done. So we're going to pull this out. Let's open Content Manager. Okay. Make sure to read this. And open this up. Pull this out here. Let's unpack. Okay. Alright, so there's Content Manager. Open this up. Oh, okay. Sorry about that. Alright, so now it's up. And loading. And here we go. This is a mod. Hope you learn. Okay, so for this part, I'm going to be showing you all how to find all the stuff. If you go to countries, it'll show you all the car brands from the country. Category is, you know, just categories of different cars, class. If I go to Audi here, the little cat is Kunos. So these are cars that are from Assetto Corsa, they are not mods. And for maps, you go to countries, pretty much the same thing. Favorites, I'm still trying to figure out how that works. Categories, you know, just land, tracks. And again, Kunos, the cat symbol, those are all maps that are from the game. I bought that, so you have to be alarmed. So now I'm going to show you how to install things from Content Manager. Just delete that. So we close out of here. Now we have this track again. Or actually no, I already downloaded that. Okay. Now with this it's way more easier. Or it's much easier. So what you're gonna do is open up the track again, and you can do this. This is the same thing with cars using Content Manager. With Content Manager, technically it does all the moving the files for you. So you just download it, accept, and you're pretty much done, really. So you're gonna go to install.
Threat has been detected.
And again, sorry about that. You're gonna go to install with Content Manager. It should open up. Do not click on this one. What I had to do is choose another application, choose, and then we'll have to find the launcher for it. So Content Manager exe, open link. We'll go on here, installing additional content. Just give this some time to download again.
Several bad puns later.
Okay, this is one problem that always happens. I'm actually glad this happened. So in this case, it didn't find anything, so let's go to view that. Usually when that happens, I just try to do it again. And the waiting continues.
So much later that the old narrator got tired of waiting and they had to hire a new one.
Okay, so this time it did work. You know, sometimes it's just a glitch. So now this is on. We're gonna click OK. And it'll move it into where it needs to go. And done. Pretty easy. So hide. Let's go to here. So when you're looking for a map, if you want to find your mods, just go to DLCs. This is original game mods. Let's see. Yep. And here we go. Okay. And I'll go to Grams and find that car we got. Here we go. So we've got our car that we put on during using the file. I'm just gonna go with blue. Now what this does right here, this will take you into the showroom. Just like normally in Assetto Corsa. Another thing with this too is I have this wide enough so it'll show the cars, but if you shrink this down, it will just load it like that. So this little tab down here, you can make it bigger, and it should just load it back up. Okay, well anyway, doesn't matter, not important. We're gonna go to drift, blue. Okay, here we have, I'll just show you all this real quick. This is your time on here, real conditions, blue conditions, practice, hot lap, time attack, race, track day, weekend, drift, drag race. Not sure how you can drag race on here, but whatever. I'm not exactly sure what these are, but this is just percents on, I think, how much traction you have on the track. So dusty, old, green, slow, fast. I have fast right now, I think. So weather, clear. I have a mod. It's nighttime. I'll have another video for that. Wind. Change wind direction, speed. Here's the direction. Speed. Temperature. I'm not exactly sure what these do yet. I'm trying to, but this is pits, starting line, hot lap, my setups. This is for all of this. When you're done with all that, you can just click go. And this might take a while as well. That is some funky loadings. Okay, so once you're in the game, Content Manager will close itself down. You don't have to worry about that. And then it's just pretty much just like Assetto Corsa as it usually is. Sorry if this is kind of glitchy. Yeah, as I said before, my computer ain't that powerful, so that's that. But here I have the Initial D app on here. For that, and I'll show you another video on how to install that. And just for a heads up, the wheel setup I'm using is a Mad Catz MC2 racing wheel. I have a little picture of what that looks like. Nothing fancy. Alright. Ooh, fun little car. It's got some lights. But that's pretty much how you use Assetto Corsa, or that's how you download cars and tracks and use Content Manager. Okay, now I'm going to be showing you how to install apps like the Initial D one you just saw. and real head tilt motion. So what you're going to do, again, go to Firefox, and I will have these links in the description. So what you're going to be doing is you find your app that you want. So this is a hub, and technically what this is you're just it's adding different looks. It's kind of like a texture pack. But if you ever heard of the Helicourse, I think is what it's called. I'll have a link in the description of what that is as well. It's pretty much just a little display of people around you, but it's pretty much the same steps. So I'm going to be installing the Initial D hub and the boost gauge for it as well. It's pretty much the same thing. So I'm going to click download now, save file. See, this is 7Z. So if you don't have WinRAR, or I'm not exactly sure, but before I had WinRAR, I had to install an opener for it so I can get to the files. But just something you might need, but maybe not. So we're gonna click OK. Okay. Open file so we can extract it. And this is my open place, or these are all my stuff. So I'm gonna go to apps. Here's the previous one I had. Oh wait, I guess it's the same one. I'm just gonna delete that. So what you do is take this, put it into your apps, get rid of this, open this up. Okay. Now we're going to go back to here, which is computer, local disk, program files 86, Steam, Steam apps, common, and Assetto Corsa. So on here, it's pretty cool. You see apps, go to apps. Okay, I already have it on here, so I'll just delete this one. Here it is. Take this whole folder and pop it into apps. There you go. That's the first step. Now we're going to go to content. So content. GUI. Oops. GUI icons. So let's find icons. Okay. And you can see I already added this in. So you just take all this, pull it into here, but I already did that. Go back. Fronts. Sorry, I'm gonna go back. Okay. And then find fronts right here, and just put this right in there. And that's all you need to do for adding the Initial D hub. Now I'm going to show you how to get real head tilt motion. There's a couple different motion programs. I'm going to be showing you one of them. I will have this link up here in the description. So again, download. Okay. Let's click OK. Open folder. Now we have this. Go to, so open up Assetto Mods again. Sorry, I closed it. Apps, here. Put it in here. Now we have this. Close. Close. You're gonna open this. So I've got this. What you're gonna do is take it out. You gotta open this. Now let's open up Content Manager. There is one step you don't want to forget while getting the Initial D hub open. I'm going to show you how to do that. You're going to go to Settings, Video. Oh wait, not Video. You're going to go to Videos. Oh, go to Apps. And on here, you'll see a bunch of little things on here. These are stuff on your... Sorry, these are all the stuff that will be showing up on your screen while you're racing. Some other stuff, volumes, tire apps, all that. And on here we have the G meter, chat, and then here it'll be checked off. What you want to do is you want to go in here and check it. Now for Assetto Corsa, if you're not using Content Manager, what you do is you go to Videos, and then you'll scroll down, and you'll find this right here, and you'll want to check it off. Alright, so now that that's done, go to Drive. Just use the Initial D RX-7. This Mountain Pass. Go. Give some time to load. And while this is loading, I want to stress to everybody that when you're going to use this, you want to leave this open. So what you're going to do, always make sure to read all of this. Oh. Okay, so we're gonna open this up. Okay, so now we have this up, and now we just have to wait for this load. While oh shoot, when you're going into the game, here we go. Go to Look Options, and here you'll have to import all your controller. So let's go to here, open here. You can see it's the other thing is it only works in this view. If you change the view to this, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. Not gonna work. Not gonna work. Not gonna work. And then in this mode, it will. So what you're gonna want to do, I'll show you how to do the Initial D thing after this. What you're gonna do is go to here. And you're going to click Look Left, and then move your wheel in that direction. Look right, turn it to the right. This is optional. What this will do is it'll tilt the head motion. So instead of just being left, right, in a straight horizontal line, it will curve the camera in a rolling way. I could show you that. So look left, just do the same thing. Look right, do the same thing. Okay. Pitch offset, that just turns the camera looking up or looking down. So I like it to be pretty much straight in this view. Let's see. Roll filter. Trying to remember how to do this, but just play around with the controls. That's kind of how I did it. GXL moving is like you might move back in the chair in the game. Look up. get the point. Okay, so for the next step, what you're gonna want to do is you'll come down here, and you should have all this right here. Here's the G meter. So you've got your diaper monitor. Take this off, move it around. You get your map. Now what you do with the map is, I have to load up my map. That's track description. Here we go, track map. What you would do, it doesn't work for this one exactly, so what you would do is you would just take this and move it over here. The problem is you'll have this moving. What you want to do is, so make the map disappear. This is kind of a guessing game. You're gonna have to move it over, open it up again. You just kind of keep doing that and just try to get it as close as you possibly can. And that's how you do that. That's your time per lap. Records. So what this will do is your last time, once you cross the finish line, it will load up here. And if you beat that original time, it'll obviously put it up here. This is really cool. It's really helpful. This gives you a driver name and car and position. And then this adjusts some other stuff, such as speed and kilometers. So right now it is in kilometers. I like it in miles per hour. Show drift light. That is a little emblem right here that I'll show you. Ignore the bad quick steering. Here, I'll just change camera. So if I turn it off, there's no drift light. In the night mode, it just changes the color. Low refresh rate. What this does is, if you look at the little speedometer on here, what it does is it just kind of lowers the quality. And then just the original scale of this can just be changed to higher, but I like it as it is for right now. And you'll have to restart too if you want to do that. I hope you found this video helpful. If there's anything I'm forgetting or you guys have problem with, just leave it in the description below. And thank you for watching, and keep drifting.